Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, guys? Alpha Records here with you guys with another update. I had mentioned this in my YNW Melly video. If you haven't watched that, make sure you go watch it right now, right before you start this one. But I mentioned I had a big update for you guys on the 6IX9INE situation. Now, let's talk exactly what's been going on, and I'm going to give you guys a brief backstory of what happened before this story, so that way you guys know exactly what his situation is like. So they went through the whole trial, they went through everything. Recently they just finished sentencing the last co-defendant on his trial, so that way there's no one else from Treyway that they need to sentence. Everybody's out of the game basically. Now recently there was news surfaced, and it's real news, that they had obtained the 5K1 letter, and that they actually did provide that letter from the prosecutor to the judge. And basically what this letter says is, hey, he's been cooperating, he's been a good guy. I know his minimum is 47, but we'll give you permission to go under that 47 if you wish, if you think that it's a good idea, So they leave it all up to the judge, but that basically means his minimum was 47, and if the judge wants, he could give him 10, he could give him 1 year, he could even say, you know what, that's it, you've been in here too long, go out, have fun. So they gave him that letter. Recently, it's going to be on the 18th, that's his sentencing date, but we're 6 weeks away from that. What happens? 6IX9INE has been feeling emotional. 6IX9INE has, been feeling he's breaking down, that he doesn't know what to do to convince the judge that he's a good person now. And the news has come up, and this is what we're going to be talking about. But right before we start, remember to subscribe and hit that notification button for the latest updates on everything right now. So he sends a letter. He got permission to send a letter to the judge, and not the 5K1 letter. He's going to send a personal letter written by him, and then sent out to the judge, so that way he knows, or he lets the judge know exactly how he feels about the situation. All right, and I have an article here, I just pulled it up. I'm going to read to you guys the letter. Make sure that it's something that we can all understand together. We can break it down together, and if it's possible, maybe you guys can comment down and see if what I said was correct. All right, so here's what it says. Dear Judge Engelmeyer, that's the judge's name. As my sentencing date approaches, I am becoming more and more overwhelmed with emotions more than anything. I am extremely grateful for this opportunity to express my remorse to you, Your Honor, over the situation. I find it difficult to find the right words to express what my life has been like for the last year. It honestly feels like my world is crashing down. There's no excuse, no justification, and no apology good enough in this world to explain my crimes. So basically, he's letting the judge know that he's remorseful for his actions, and that's something they take into consideration a lot. That they notice that you actually feel bad for what you did, that you're not just doing it to get out. Because and this has happened in a lot of homicide cases and every other case out there. The judge tries to see, so they can kind of balance that out with sentencing. If they see that you're a psychopath that did the crimes knowing and willingly, and you're willing to do it again if you're out there, they're not going to give you the lightest sentence per se, So this is a good move on 6IX9INE's behalf. Now, I'll continue reading. I still consider myself a role model to the millions of people as an artist, a celebrity, and as a human being. I am happy that the public was able to witness me dealing with the consequences of my actions, because I feel like it sheds a light on what can come from gang affiliations. I know that this is the part of the plan that God has for me, and I am confident that I am ready to face this thing head on. So, another good move on 6IX9INE's behalf. Why? He's letting the judge know, hey, I went through this situation, but if you let me out there, I'm going to get the word out there that gang affiliations is not correct, that it's not right, and you shouldn't do this just for the money and fame. You should be doing and you should be working towards your fame and your money, but with another approach, not gang affiliations, you know. So the second paragraph, I'm not gonna read it, so you know this video doesn't take too long, but it just talks about him, just what he did before he got into jail, how he disassociated himself from 9 but he knew it would come with a price, that he was paranoid, that he felt everybody was watching him over, and that he was kidnapped and all that, everything that went down. Now, the last paragraph, just to top it off, he says, "I'm sorry to the victims that were affected by my actions, to my fans who look up to me and who were misled, to my family who depends on me, and to this courtroom for this mess that I contributed to. I am truly sorry for the harm that I've caused. If given a second chance, I will not let this court down, and I will dedicate a portion of my life to helping others not make the same mistakes that I've made. Sincerely, Daniel Hernandez," which, by the way, if you guys don't know, which you should know by now, that is his legal name. Now, a couple of things to take away from this. Everything he's saying, you know, that he's going to be doing good actions if he's let out and all that, it works on his favor, not because he's saying it, not just because he's saying it, but because he's proven in the past that he can actually do that. You know, he would go to other countries, give money. When he came down to Mexico, giving money to, you know, the less fortunate. He gave money to a whole school. He donated a lot of money to his community, and not through donations, not through public places or public organizations. He literally went out there and gave the money directly to people, so he knows that it's destined to them, you know. And I think the judge, if he's smart, he can look at it and say, you know what, this kid isn't lying to me. He's done stuff in the past, and I know he could do stuff right now for the community. So that's as far as it's been going right now. If I have any update on the 6ix9ine situation, I'll definitely let you guys know. But make sure you subscribe for that. Make sure you click that notification button. And also comment down below what you guys think about this letter. Do you guys think it was right from 6ix9ine's behalf? Do you think people are going to, you know, treat him as a fool because of it? They're going to say that he's working with the feds like they've been saying already, or that he's, you know, kneeling down to the judge for a second opportunity? Or do you guys think people will take this as a smart move and they're going to understand why 6ix9ine did it? Make sure you comment what you guys think. Like I mentioned, subscribe. This is Alpha Records, actually, and have an excellent day. We'll keep in touch.